goof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of troops that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it better the widow's peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Bentley Bentay, get a dash on wood. 10 payment, the back ain't good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, He for the bike and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Throwing right away is Winston. Johnson's got it complete. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25 on second down, Winston. Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Here's Winston. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Saints nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first down throw for Winston. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Saints nothing.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Jameis to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Winston sacked by Justin Houston. A 4-yard loss. It's
Fourth down, Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. And that's why this.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Following the interception, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 38, Winston. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He's going to get it again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal for the 2. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Winston. And he goes down. The Ravens Ravens able to get to him.
Jameis Winston sacked by Patrick Queen. A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. It's taken to the 26. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion right is Robinson. Play action. Now Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7. Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Saints 7.
Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simple, merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Taken in at the 11. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Good position to be in here, second and inches. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Off the play fake, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. If we hit 3 in a row, because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Saints 9. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats. Wow. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
receiver Landry. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, 61 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson running again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy into the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Evans. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Winston to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12 and that'll set up the third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Winston.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Winston.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a given.
Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Jackson. That's into the hands of Crochet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing, Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
That one complete to Crochet. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. They might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Shotgun now for Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd and 2, Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 38 yards. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr on the move to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr completes it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr on the out route. This is Adams with a catch. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Carr going to go on 4th down. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Carr to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I can't help it. Every time I see an empty backfield, I almost revert to college football, because that's an immediate alert for a quarterback draw. We don't see it as much in the NFL, and he stayed in the pocket and threw one incomplete. But I think if you've got a guy with wheels, it can be a really nice play, because a lot of defenses, when they see empty, they come with pressure.
And without that protection, he took a hit there, went down to the ground. Adams, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Davante Adams, 57 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Carlson now to have the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Burrow will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Cheetah Bay Hosier with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
What now?
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Gotta go.
Burrow going to keep it himself. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Carr. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw again on second down, Carr. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
One more time with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Carr. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On play action, now Carr. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Out to Cole on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try and throw it into the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And some space. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a play fake. Carr. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Carr slow, complete here to Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Carr now on first down. Open out of the left side. This is Cole. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Connects with Cole again. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To throw again on second down. Carr. Touchdown Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Gun.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He's got room at the 30. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Shoves him aside. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Amir Abdullah. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the yellow flag came out, and that...
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm for where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10
at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
12.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback?
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Next to score, Chiefs 21, Bengals 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
11.
Burrow on play action. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
11, Thomas.
A 4-yard loss.
11, MP, take.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dummies with a Fiends tee, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, don't down. Round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They begin with a run by Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good.
11 MP pace. 11 MP pace.
First and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Down the sideline he goes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The 1st drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The 2nd drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that 1st one, not so well on the 2nd one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Quick slant. He's got Joe Mixon. And down he'll go at the 25. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
12.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
To the air again, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Here we go.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
12.
Now Burrow. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
I'm one, right?
Burrow going for it on 4th. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
Here we go.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT. 11 Mighty.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
11 Mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Here we go.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, Mahomes. But no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 21. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, 12, 12, 12.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
11. Stop.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Here we go.
Complete to T. Higgins. A gain of 15 yards. Brings up
11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Hey, can.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24.
42, Bengals 18. Harrison Butker to kick off 4 games of city.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
On one, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
12, 12, 12.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. What has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. They've got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, It puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Burrow. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because Someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
they rattle-tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital.